All right, we are back. We'll just see if I can pull some people back in here. I apologize about that. I told you they were going to shut me down. For some reason, Joe Rogan, they don't allow you to put any Joe Rogan stuff out there. But we'll give it a couple minutes here, and then we'll pull up the search warrant and go over that. But yeah, Joe Rogan stuff, they will not let you play that. It's odd. It's very strange. They got a big problem with the Joe Rogan stuff. But at least we got a little bit of the Kohberger. We got a little bit of the Kohberger. I don't think it's a strike, Dr. Bob. They just end the stream. It's happened to me before, but sometimes if you take it down midstream, they'll just allow you to go back. I'm going to check right now. We'll give it a couple of minutes here. I appreciate everybody, the people that came back. And we'll pull up a little bit. We'll pull up the search warrant in a second. I don't look at like it's any strikes, but usually what will happen is they'll limit it. And it just says for suitability. And then what happens is it goes to a manual review, and then they go, oh, it's fine. He's just making a video and content. Let's give it a couple minutes. Yeah, I have no strikes, which is good. I have no removal requests. I'll probably get a removal request tomorrow. So that stream probably won't make it. I'll just have to trim that out and re-upload it. But let's give it a second here. And then we'll pull up the search warrant. I got the search warrant here. But we'll wait a couple minutes here. I got 2 people that had 4, 2 people dropped out. And what will happen is they probably didn't get notified that I went live. But we'll continue the show here in a minute. We'll just see if we can get some people back. We'll give it a moment. And if not, we will go on with the show. Drunk turkeys. What's up? They're in the chat. What's going on, Daniel? Good to see you. I actually just got shut down, so I had to restart my stream. So I just lost all my people. I was playing a segment. I had a kind of a feeling that they were going to shut me down. But thanks for stopping by. And guys, Daniel and I and the Drunk Turkeys are going to be collaborating really soon. We'll get them over here on the channel. I'm going to wait a couple more minutes and see if I can pull in some more people. Hopefully my peeps come back. But yeah, I got shut down. I got shut down. Good old YouTuber. But we'll give it a couple more minutes. Looks like some people are starting to kind of catch on that we're back live. Daniel, I need to know your secret, man. How did you guys get all those people to subscribe to your channel? You'll have to let me in on it, brother. But congratulations to all your success. You guys have a great show. You have a great channel over there. I super, super enjoy it. And I know my audience does as well. They talk very highly of you guys, and you guys put on some really good shows over there. So I think I lost probably I had like almost 30 people watching. Yeah, BC, what's up, buddy? Guess who's back again? We are here. We're gonna go on with the show here in a minute. Let's just give it maybe like 2 or 3 more minutes if you guys can hang out. I just want to try to see if we can get some of the people back. If not, we'll start going through this search warrant. Probably not going to spend too much time on it because I believe they're going to release another unsealed warrant tomorrow, and maybe we'll just pull this all back up. Let's see. Yeah, man, I get it. He says, I'm just putting out as much as possible, being by themselves like you are. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you guys caught that algorithm, man. Because I remember watching, you guys had like 2,000 subscribers, and I literally came and checked out your channel like a day later or something, and it was like you guys had like 30,000, bro. That's great. It's so good for you guys. I'm so happy. It's really, really good. It's good stuff. All right, so let's read through a little bit of this search warrant. And I think, things that I wanted to kind of point out was if you look here, and this may be the first time we see it, but let's see here. This was kind of interesting when I pulled this up. The contents of the search warrant, it says specifically by date and time, insurance, identify specifically the property to be seized, name or describe the particular of the person or place to be searched, direct the search to be executed either within a specific period of time of not less than 2 days from the time of insurance, or when the warrant is to be issued for the prospective event, other than the specific event has occurred. Direct that the warrant be served in daytime unless otherwise authorized on the warrant, provided that the purpose of the rules of Chapter 2, Part A, in term daytime shall be in the means of a 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., designated by a title or judicial officer whom the warrant shall be returned. Certify that the issuing authority has found probable cause based on the facts sworn, or to affirm before the issuing authority by written affidavits attached to the warrant, and be applicable, certify the face of the warrant for that it's good cause shown of the affidavit in sealed pursuit of Rule 2211, the state of length of the time of affidavit to be sealed. And then it kind of goes on here and talks a little bit more about what they're looking for and what they want to seize. And then you have the receipt of the inventory of the seized property. And this is big and this is interesting. So it says the following property was taken and seized of a copy of this receipt, inventory with the copy of the search warrant. So I wonder if like Kohberger or Kohberger's family got an actual receipt as well too, which would be really interesting. So you have the date, the time, and it says see attached FBI FD -597. So I don't know if that's a file or a box that this stuff was put in. And we have the FBI signature here of the person that presented the search warrant. And I think for the first time, we're going to get to see Kohberger's signature on this as well too. So it says receipt for property, have the case ID number, the date, and then this was collected and seized. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the stream. Appreciate you all for coming back. We're going to spend a little bit of time here on the search warrant, and then probably there's supposed to be a second search warrant, I believe, unsealed tomorrow. If we get that, maybe we'll combine this all into one show. I'll come back and maybe do a live show tomorrow. I know it's usually my off night, but that's big and key in this case. So, all right. So we have Bryan Kohberger. So we had one Defiant silver flashlight, 4 medical style gloves, a white Arizona Jean Company large t-shirt, a Champion WSU Cougars large black sweatshirt, a pair of black and white size 13 men Nike shoes, a pair of black Under Armour socks, Under Armour black large shorts, Under Armour black boxers large. And you're seeing a lot of black clothing that was obviously taken, because we know in the statement from Dylan that the person that did this, the alleged suspect Bryan Kohberger, was wearing black or dark clothing. Maybe they're try and connect the dots, and this could have been some of the clothing that was worn during the commission of the crime. And then it goes on to say 1 buccal swab. And if anybody doesn't know what a buccal swab is where they basically take almost like a Q-tip in the sides of the cheeks of your mouth to gather DNA evidence, obviously for a criminal trial. One thing that I do want to point out here, what is one thing that they have not found yet? What is one thing that has not been discovered, which would be the biggest piece of evidence in this case? We still haven't located the murder weapon. We still haven't located the knife, the K-bar style knife that was used in the commission of this crime. So it wasn't at the parents' house. We still don't know if that's been found. That might blow our minds. We get to June and it's like the prosecution comes out and said, Your Honor, here is the K-bar style knife that we found in a field. This was the knife that was used. We know by the patterns of, the cutting patterns of this knife on the victims, this matches, this would match up. We don't know. We don't know yet. But that would certainly be the smoking gun. And you got to keep in mind too, there have been cases out there that have been prosecuted that the murder weapon has not been found, and people have been found guilty because of all the other evidence in that case. So nothing follows MRM, and then it says 12/30/22. It's a date, and they're kind of, I think they have to do that so nothing after the person that is uh, putting together the search warrant, nothing could be written below, that parallel line there. So it's probably just, so no one can alter that document. And here it is. Here's Bryan Kohberger's signature here, received from Bryan Kohberger. And you have the printed name as well, Bryan C. Kohberger. And that's, his signature there. That's I believe the first time that I've seen it, because I didn't believe seeing it on the search warrant of the Pullman residence. I could be wrong on that, but I didn't see it there. We have the application for search warrant and authorization. This is probably something that went through the court and had to be, so we got Bryan Kohberger's date of birth, 11/21/94, to include all items listed. The warrant that's provided by the district attorney, it's signed off there. What else do we have? Warrant shall be served on this particular time, 4:35 p.m. on December 30th, 22. Let's see. Okay, this is interesting. Application for search warrant continuous on this page. Items to be searched. Any and all of the following which may be found on his person: blood or any bodily fluids or materials, and items with blood or any bodily fluids or materials on him or in or near him, knives, sheaths, other weapons, or instrumental of injury or death, in sales receipts or documentation from purchases or acquisitions of such items, documents, records, medications, drugs, or other substance, prescription or otherwise bottles, labels, syringes, packaging, and other items associated with medication, drugs, or other substance. It's going to go on to say any property belonging to Ethan Chapin, Kaylee Gonzalez, Xana Canodal, Madison Mogan, and why are they blanking out Dylan Mortensen and Bethany Funk's name? We know who these people are. We know who the other roommates are. It's strange that this keeps getting redacted. Their names keep getting redacted. Is it just, to protect from harassment? I mean, they're out there. We know who these people are at this point. I'm certainly not harassing them. Documents and records, data compilations related to 112 King Road, Moscow, Idaho, or Ethan Chapin, Kaylee Gonzalez, Xana Canodal, Madison Mogan, and then obviously the two roommates as well. Yeah, this is a very interesting thing. Why are the other two girls blocked? That's a big point. We know who they are. We know the names. Why do they keep getting redacted? I don't know if Drunk Turkey Daniel's still in the chat, but maybe he knows. Maybe he can give me his perspective on it. Why do you guys think they keep getting redacted? Clothing to include, but not limited to, dark shirts, pants, mask, shoes, and diamond pattern soles. So here's something that I tried to figure out. I tried to go through and look up Nike shoes, and the only thing that I could come up with is, now obviously we know Nike has bought Converse, and on some of the Converse shoes, they do have that diamond shaped pattern. But it's not like a full diamond shape. And the thing is, they would have a Nike swoosh, or there was some other shoes or like a Converse insignia. So I think if it was a Nike shoe or a Converse, they would have said, we're looking for a Converse or Nike shoe with a diamond sole pattern in the probable cause affidavit, or it would have been, here probably a little bit more detailed, like Nike shoe with, diamond, or maybe they're just leaving that kind of open for a general collection of shoes, anything that they might have gone through. Maybe there was some dress shoes there or whatever, and it didn't match what they were actually looking for. So DNA, footprints, fingerprints, fibers, animal, human hair, other physical trace evidence, or items bearing these relation to containing information, indications suggested related violence, fight, motive, hostility, same. Four samples of Bryan Kohberger's, oh boy, I'm not even going to try to read that. Dexiol monocyclical acid, which is DNA, by a buccal swab. That was what we were talking about when they swabbed the side of your mouth, taken from the inside of Bryan Kohberger's mouth, and whole blood samples. Oh, so they actually take whole blood samples. Interesting. Alcoholic beverages. They're looking for data compilations relating or containing information indicating suggestive violence, stabbing, anything like that. Photographs, all electronic devices, including all communication content, including emails, text messages, applications, cloud storage, images, or any other records, including including use of ownership, possession, or control, such as communication or information found on location data above. So they're basically just doing a huge forensic DNA of any of his devices, cookies, bookmarks, web history, search terms, IP addresses, all financial information related to the above, address, book context, social network post, updates, tags, Wi-Fi network tablets, associated wireless devices, Wi-Fi networks, or Bluetooth devices, associated connected devices, backup devices, and that associated connected devices. And we talked about that there was some speculation that Maddie had a Bluetooth device in her room, a speaker. And we talked about that in one of my other streams, that these cell phones send out a low frequency FM signal to constantly ping and try to connect to Bluetooth or Wi-Fi devices. So if all possibility, he had his phone with him the night of the murder, which it doesn't look like he did. He might have left it in the car. It could have tried to ping. But the thing is, previous to that, if he was in the area, and we know that he was way back in August, his device, because I step out my house, I look at my Wi-Fi and my Bluetooth, and it's trying to connect to everybody's devices in and around my neighborhood. So it's just pinging off that. Yeah, it's funny you said that. It looks like a fourth grader signature, Stephen. I agree. Resident ownership, possession of a vehicle, or any of the above items. So we're going to go on here. Let's see. Single family resident. It talks about the house. It's tan foundation color, starters, property, more search warrant. It looks like this is application for search warrant. I've already read through this. And again, more redacted information of the two surviving victims. Looks like this is just kind of doubled up. Your affidavit, so this is basically just stating the law. All right. On Wednesday, December 28, 2002, Pennsylvania State Police was requested to assist the Moscow Police Department in the Federal Bureau of Investigation with the homicide investigation, which occurred on Sunday, November 13, 2022. As part of the investigation, we shall review reports, affidavits prepared by Moscow Police Department establishing prohibited cause for insurance of search warrants related to the investigation, which include in this affidavit a probable cause as Exhibit A. Let's see. Furthermore, investigators Investigators began physical surveillance of the property in the area of Chestnut Township, and in the early morning hours of Tuesday, December 27, 2022, observation of Bryan Kohberger walking near his residence. Additionally, Kohberger's vehicle was observed entering the Indiana Mountain Lakes development on December 16, 2022, and the vehicle is still believed to be on the premises. Investigators are also monitoring Kohberger's cell phone and appears to be in the same vicinity of the residence. On Wednesday, December 28th, while conducting surveillance, investigators observed Kohberger traveling through Monroe County and arriving back at his residence on. Based upon this, your affidavits believe that Kohberger is located inside the residence. So they're basically just establishing the area that he would be in, obviously at his parents' house, and that's why they want to say in this affidavit that he was there. I'm just waiting for that chat to pull up. SC, hang on, I'll pull your chat up in a second. She says, so they are saying that he was near the house again after the murders again. I think they're establishing being located as parents' house so they could actually go in and do this search. Or no, you may be right, Monroe County. No, this is his parents' lake. Mountain Lakes Development is Pennsylvania. Your affidavit is requesting that all digital devices seized forensically examined in a controlled environment at some future date. And until such exams are complete, additionally, based upon the serious of the violent nature of these crimes, including risk of the general public safety, your affidavits are requesting a nighttime search warrant to be issued and executed. A search warrant anytime. Affidavit provide. Yeah, so they're just establishing that he was on that property. And let's see, Dr. Bob is saying, looks like they are witnesses and they are thus protected by disclosing any official documents. Yeah, that's very, all right. Below information is approximately November 13th, 4 o'clock. It's going to go into basically the probable cause affidavit. They have to probably attach this so it has a full case record in Pennsylvania. Let's see if they redact. Dylan. Let's place a bet. You guys want to bet a buck that Dylan and Bethany's name are going to be redacted here in this probable cause? Let's take a look. Oh, I was right. Unreal. I just don't know why they keep redacting their names. It's very interesting. But let's scroll down. We already know this information. Let's see if we're going to see anything or miss anything here. Some male voice saying, okay, I'm here to help you. And I believe I'm still going to agree with BC on this one when he called in and said the quote of "It's okay, I'm going to help you." I think it's okay, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to go on that. Still redacted. Wow, look at all the redactions. Why are they redacting their names? Okay, so this is just the probable cause affidavit, and we've already obviously gone through all of that. Excuse me. Let's see if we can see anything here on the end. We're at page 22. Yeah, I think it's just going to attach the rest of the probable cause affidavit. All right, let's see what it says here. So they X out that information so nothing else can be written. And that's really it. That's the 31 page. So, we had probably like what? 10 to 14 new pages, and then they basically tacked on the probable cause affidavit that we've already seen. Let's see this real quick. Due to the foregoing, if law enforcement personnel encounter a device that is subject to seizure persist in this warrant, it may be unlocked using one of the aforementioned biometric features. The warrant I'm applying would permit law enforcement personnel one press or swipe finger, including thumbs of any individual who's found subject premises and reasonably believed by law enforcement to be the user of the device, to fingerprint scanner of the device found on the premises, hold the device found at the premises in front of the face of those same individuals to activate the facial recognition features. So this is basically allowing them to let basically Bryan hold his phone to activate it, to open it so they can get a forensic DNA of the phone. So that is in the warrant as well too. Really interesting stuff here. And let's see if 40 hours since unlock using fingerprints, 8 hours passcode. I know from my training experience, discussing the affidavit. Yeah, so that's basically, the search warrant there. So I don't know, guys. We're gonna wait. Supposedly there's supposed to be another search warrant that is released tomorrow. Um, and we'll hang in there. And obviously, if we get that, I'll do a live stream tomorrow. We'll pull that up. It'll be usually an off night for me, but obviously we want to keep up with all this case. Yes, BC says only 2 upvotes. So real quick before I end the show this evening, I want to thank everybody in the chat this evening that came over, watched the first segment, and then came back to watch the second segment. What I'm probably going to do is download both segments, cut out the Joe Rogan segment, and stitch these together and re-upload them. I just want to set expectations for everybody here. If you're new here, this channel is a live stream channel. I go live every Sunday and Wednesday evening at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Those are my solid nights that I do stream. Sometimes I'll do some more pop-up streams and some other irregular nights. If you can make them, I do appreciate it. Also, what I do here, I don't make a lot of content videos. Sometimes I will. I'm just better in a live setting. And what you'll see from me is I'll download the segments and re-upload them either in clips, or I'll just do long form content and upload the whole episode. So that's what you'll get from this channel. Again, I appreciate all the new people. If there's new people that came over tonight, all my moderators in the chat, Dr. Bob, SC, BC, we gave a new wrench this evening to, let's do this. Drunk Turkey was here, man. Let's give those guys a wrench. I'm going to be doing a collab with them soon. Daniel and I just have to get on the same schedule, and we're going to do a Bryan Kohberger session with them. I really want to dig into their brains and see what they think about this case and get their perspective as well. So that's something that you guys can look forward to. Also, Sunday night will be a very important show to me. I'm going to talk about my personal true crime story and really digging deep into my memory banks, because I have suppressed a lot of that over the years. So yeah, I know every single time I go to do a Murdoch show, more Bryan Kohberger stuff comes out. So I promise we will do one soon. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't really followed much of the case. Like, I know the basics of it, but maybe I can dig some up. We'll do some material on it. I know there's been some great video clips of the trial. Maybe we can pull some of that up and go through it as well. It's getting late here on the East Coast. I'm sure all of you have work tomorrow. And listen, I appreciate all you guys spending time with me. It's been a lot of fun, and I love doing this. I love doing the live settings, interacting with all of you. First time over here, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notifications. Every time I go live, you guys will know. Come over, interact on those videos, comment, give those videos upvotes, because it helps push this channel out in the algorithm. My subscriber goal by the end of the year is 5,000. Today, my subscriber count is 2,192. I think that I can get to that 5,000 goal in the next 30. I don't think 30 days. That's a little crazy, but 90 days. Let's get there in 90 days. And then in the end of the year, let's have 10,000 subscribers on this channel. It's awesome. Listen, I also dropped some new merch. If you guys want to check out my merch store, when you go over to my new videos, it's down below. I have coffee cups that I've done. I'm doing t-shirts now. You guys can support the channel in that way as well too. Thank you all. Oh yes, Scotty P. Scotty P became a wrench this evening. He is a moderator. Scotty's been a huge supporter of the channel. Thank you so much. Murdoch has a guilty face. Dude, 1000%. I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling it there. I think, yeah, mud doc. But it's gonna be it, guys. I'm gonna end the show tonight. Thank you so much. Please look out for a reminder. If new Kohberger information is released tomorrow, another unsealed warrant, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that tomorrow. I'll do it with you guys. And BC says ABC, yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you so much. Wait for the outro. Make sure you upvote this tomorrow. I'm going to download both segments, re-upload them. So if you missed them, you guys can watch the replay, go over and get caught up. I'm stuttering. It's late. I'm tired. I love all you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.